can't record your YouTube intro on the highway.
Welcome to Polybridge 3. I'm attempting to beat the entire game with half budget. I have spent $0 so far, yet there's all these roads here. And furthermore, these roads cannot be deleted. That's because I'm in a gimmick world about pre-builds. So given that these roads are built here and I can't add any more, how do I design a bridge and support it for half budget? Does it even come close to supporting? Well, it's at 51% stress, but we fall onto the Viking ship. And I see it's the back wood that needs to be supported. Maybe I could do a couple pieces of steel since it keeps me under budget, but my issue is that the stress is just going to be moved to the other wood pieces. Let me try something. Let me replace this road with wood with rope. That way I can actually bring it down a bit. This really isn't great, but it's under budget and maybe it holds better. Yeah, it's 25% stress, so clearly it is a lot better. And that gets them over beautifully. There's a steel muscle that I can't get rid of. I've got to get 2 dump trucks. One of them blue. I gotta say, I love blue on a dump truck. It might just be as easy as doing a steel over support and then wooden under supports. Let's just see if this works for starters. I mean, if we're not even close to the stress, then it should be good, but 2 whole dump trucks? Actually, yeah, highest I saw was like 76%. That's not bad at all. Well, that means I can definitely lower these arches, and that does put me under budget. Now, does it get them safely across? Yeah, just barely. 89% stress. Honestly, really cool concept. Build a bridge given a constraint. And the leaderboards refuse to load, so clearly I got first place. Next level involves, oh, a rope steel under support. Like, it almost wants me to do some sort of arch like this. I got a forklift thing. That's really cool. I mean, yeah, this connects beautifully, but I only have 14,000 to work with, so I'm basically out of money already. What the hell? This is significantly over budget. Does it at least work? I mean, it's pretty stressed already, so I guess not. Well, I can build that up, but then I gotta think about it. Okay, at least, wow. No, this is terrible. I mean, I guess I could arch it a little higher, but that's also like the most I can do now. The thing is with this forklift is that it's heavy and it's also small, so it's dense. It's basically got to be this one, otherwise I'm spending ridiculous amounts of money. I could just do a wood muscle in its place. It's pretty gross, but it probably does hold better. Yeah, it holds a lot better, actually. So I have a lot I need to shave. Only 2 people got it for cheaper, but it is doable. Actually, maybe some sort of rope under support would be good. Kind of dips down like this. Should be cheaper, right? Tension support, it is better. I actually don't know if it's cheaper. I would definitely do it differently than how the bridge is set up. I guess that's half the point. Okay, doing a rope under support here is cheaper. I could make these parts cheaper. Yeah, I mean, the center is a little cheaper, but it might not even hold. Oh, it does hold. This one would definitely be the cheapest if it works. Oh, and it does. Where's my leaderboard spot? I demand to be shown on the leaderboard. It actually is bugged today. All I can do is these tiny little changes. I don't know how this is supposed to help me in the long run. Even that hurts me. Like, even if I replace this with a dangling road, is it not still over budget? It is. And it has about 0 chance to work because dangling roads are way worse in this game, which is a good thing. However, while dangling roads are worse, I could bring back the banana bridge. And this is an extremely delicate bridge that basically has a bunch of boxes and overall looks like a banana and overall still costs a ton of money. Sure, it looks stressed now. Oh, but notice it wasn't the banana bridge that broke. It was the stuff on the side. So what if these also became banana bridges? So this could wiggle, 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 just like the thing in the middle. Kind of looks like trash and it's still over budget. But there's interesting ideas here. It's like I need to keep arching the road up so it has room to give and that all the stress, yeah, instead moves over to the rope. So that is done by moving up this road. That way the arch is actually in the rope. Okay, hold on. Get in the rope. Come on. All right, little progress. The rope broke. Unfortunately, that's bad, but it is progress. So they're a little higher. That's not much more expensive. That's the furthest it made it. It's just this rope at the end broke. Keep tweaking, come on. Banana bridge, you can do it. You can do it! I knew the banana bridge could work. It's just I gotta still shave $3,000. Let me see something. Is this steel under much stress? The steel is mostly a stabilizer. So ideally, I get rid of both steel. I'm still over budget? Oh no. Let me just see if I could replace this steel with like a wood muscle. Even if I can, it's not cheaper by much. I just want to see how it holds. It does hold at least. Well done. I think then if I want to get this forklift across, I have to delete the entire road and have a banana bridge between these 2 points. Now, I don't know how it's going to do the rest of the distance. Going up actually should be pretty easy. You just kind of build some road and it probably gets there. Maybe you give it a little tug. The real issue is going to be coming down. It's like, I guess I want to brace this on the side. Actually, that's not too bad. This is a pretty cheap brace in both directions. Well, it's certainly cheaper. It doesn't have any merit. Well, I didn't expect this to flex, although I should have seen that coming. I then connect here. This gets pretty expensive. Does it at least hold? No, it still flexes just as much. Although, it works. And it has a ton of horsepower, so it makes it up. I love how, even though it broke, it still worked. Maybe I could start by just getting rid of these diagonal pieces. Yeah, that actually makes a difference. Okay, the next thing is this banana bridge dangles quite a bit. Oh god, okay, that needs to be more rigid. Well, I don't have a great solution, so I'm hoping I could maybe just tweak around this wood. Like, all you need to do is be somewhat rigid. That works. Whoa, that barely works. It is less stressed than my previous bridge too. What is the deal with this wood anyway? Like, why can't it just go up here? What if it became rope now? Oh, that works. Okay, find more places to use rope. So I could potentially bring this in and have a short rope attachment instead. I mean, this is only 1,500 away. Out of curiosity, is it cheaper to get rid of like this T and replace it with just direct rope? It is. It does make a lot hinge on this intersection, but it is halfway decent. But if I raise up the road, it has a bit more flexing room. And that makes it up. I still got 1,300 to go, but that's money saved. What's interesting is I believe I can do that again. It's a very strange phenomenon, this, but it is still connected by rope. So this is a very strange evolution of the banana bridge. It's like almost a muscle, half road, half rope. It can only do so much. Oh my god, I can't believe this is working. 800 to go. What is happening? So the only thing is, right, I got a muscle, 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 and then this ain't a muscle. And we know that I can't get 8 roads between the joints. So I don't know if I can improve that. I mean, maybe I can move the ropes up. After a ton of micro adjustments, this is the absolute best I could get this bridge. $450 to go, but I mean, it's a cool concept, just not quite there. And with that max stress, let's move on. Oh, well, this is interesting. It has to reach a checkpoint that's above the road. So, like, I could get him to slope up. It's pretty fast, so I feel like he's gonna just absolutely storm through this bridge. Who knows? Maybe it's not so bad here. I got a good bit of money worth left, so let's see if there's any merit here. It collapses instantly. Well, let me try the good old road support, because I'm not gonna resort to steel. I could say hell no from me. It's a little nicer stress, but it's still bad. I could try a full road arch. Still cheap and better. It does great until it lands, so maybe I just want to do something similar to what I did on this side. I don't know, though. It's kind of close. Maybe bring on another road support. Sure, it's getting expensive, but I can shave next. It could just be my own fault that I'm making a jump happen. Clearly, I need to give up on the jump life. Just let it drive down. I mean, it makes it, but it's not even close. This would be 4th place on the leaderboard. Maybe just the cleaner arch here, possibly. Maybe a muscle like this. Try to take some of the stress off. Oh, that actually helped. It did really good until it, you know, landed. Maybe this side needs a muscle too. I mean, we're back into expensive territory. But if it works, then that could be something else I work with. Oh, no brakes. That's good. And you know, I guess it is partly due to this separate arch I have going on here. I wonder then if this could be back to being a wood arch. Because if so, that's a lot of money saved. Oh, that's so close. So hold on, how about I arch this a little higher? Emphasize this other arch a bit more. Try to have that take more of it. That's good. 690 to go. If this joint is a little higher, maybe you can take some stress off the bottom. Good. No brakes. Just really stressed. What if I take these roads and move them a bit more in? Does this still hold? Oh, it does until the end. You know, if I can get this with brakes, I'll count it too. What if it's just a complete jump? Like, it just full sends it, and then... I mean, there's no way that fall is gonna work. Send it out a bit more. A little arched even. No, now it breaks too early. Damn. Because, I mean, if this worked, that'd be pretty good. Even just 100 over, I could probably work with. No, it just crumbles a second too soon. Oh, that one works. 170. Well, if it's gonna break anyway, what if I take this muscle and kind of make it a bit skinnier? Because as long as, yeah, the break happens on the right side, the left side is just fine. What if I make the road shorter here? I mean, I keep the same angle, it lands... Oh, but it's much more drastic, I see. Well, maybe the road can still be a little shorter? Whoa! It didn't break! I can't believe it. I wish I'd saved $64. Make the road a little shorter, maybe higher too? Yeah, maybe there's just like a perfect road drop-off that works here. From this bridge, what actually gets the most stressed? Because maybe I could just keep this design and try to shave elsewhere. Maybe I could change the angle of the arch on the left side. It's more of a straight line. Yeah, that holds. Make the road a lot more straight here. Yeah, it's just a solid support. And I have basically no stress to work with here, so every change must be gradual. Maybe somehow the right side can be cheaper. Just by raising up this joint a touch. Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe I got this without breaking. I really thought the only way would be non-breaking, but that's a win. Let's move on. This bridge has got a fire truck, and it must be located directly outside my window because I hear fire trucks every freaking day. And there is an unmovable foundation in there. So let me try a very simple flat road here. The majority of the money is going to be spent on the fire truck because it's oh so expensive, or so heavy. But the golf cart has to make it through as well, and that's where things get kind of testy. It's like, would I be better off doing some sort of arched road? And this looks like it should be able to accommodate for the golf cart. It just scares me budget-wise. For now, I think I'll even do some steel supports here, but the rest will have to be wood. And that gets me pretty high in budget, yeah. And then, of course, I gotta do the dumb roads for the golf cart. And they're semi-expensive on their own, but should be cheaper. Now, this one could likely work as some sort of rope under support. It's just expensive, but it is probably strong. So let's see if there's any merit to it at least. I mean, it makes it undo just fine, probably too well. And actually, the fire truck makes it well too, so this should be an easy $5,000 to shave. Actually, when is it ever easy $5,000 to shave? I don't know. I just hope it'll work out. Starting by a thinner bottom, then I think I do want to actually bring out the wood supports here. Cheaper than steel, but is it better? Yeah. All right. It's very good. So we all know that the top is where the real budget must be saved. I have a theory that the arches don't need to be so grand. Now, it is not that sketch, though. I wonder, then, could I get rid of some of the top supports and just have a little broader under support? So it's cheap-ish for now, but then what the real budget save is that I get to save a lot of money on the top arch. Now, the question is, how much can I shave this arch? Because, I mean, there is a limit. And I'm probably getting pretty close to it, but this is 1,500 under. Over, rather. That's pretty good. I almost wonder if this bridge is cheaper if I get rid of the under supports and the over supports, and instead just do a single central support. Because then I could also lower the roads that aren't directly gonna conflict with the golf cart. Like, I just want to see if this has any merit. Because only one vehicle goes on at a time. Oh, that holds beautifully. That's still a little expensive, but it just seems like a better bridge. Do I need these center supports? Just kind of completely exit out. No, it flexes a little bit, but it is cheap. And I'm actually kind of eyeing first place now. I can lower these roads. They don't conflict with the golf cart, and they're probably just fine. This is already under budget. So I'll just try this, and then we'll see if I can shave it further. Yeah, that works awesome. For starters, how about a quick mirror? Can't go wrong with that. I think this would already be record as long as that doesn't scrape the ceiling, and I don't think it does. It is record. I think I can do better. Look at this stress, 71%. I mean, come on. Another thing I could do is actually raise up these roads and just try to have the distance between the roads be as short as possible. Now, my golf cart doesn't have the best of horsepower, so some of the hills may questionable, and I have to be careful about this kind of scraping, but I feel like there's a balance that can be made. Because it's just gotta barely make it without hitting it. That time it does. It still is a lot of stress I can work with. I can't believe I accidentally made a really good bridge. Don't you just hate when that happens? I've done this design before. I call it the Chinese finger trap bridge. Because once the car is in, it's basically, I mean, it looks like a Chinese finger trap, and the car is the finger in the finger trap, squeezing its way out. Unfortunately, the X's on the sides can't be stretched out because the bottom wood is already max distance, but it is what it is. Now, is it cheaper to lower the roads? It actually is, somehow. Now, that is a pretty nasty bump for the fire truck to hit, but maybe it'll be fine. I'm counting on you, fire truck. Yeah, bump doesn't matter. This thing can get over anything. Still 81% stress, what the hell? Out of curiosity, does the last road need to exist? What if it's just like a jump instead? Come on, golf cart, bridge the gap. Not literally. Well, the next golf cart that gets by will have a better chance. But I feel like if I stretch out the roads even just a little bit, it can make it. And now this bridge is officially asymmetrical. Does it work? Well, it rights itself, just in the hole. I feel like there has to be some way for the golf cart to make it out alive. That'll do. Hopefully the wood here is still strong enough. Yeah, because I did lose some compressive strength. This here is the absolute best I can do. After a series of micro tweaks and replacing the rope with wood rope, I was able to get it below 23,000. A commanding first place. And if you like that, stay tuned for more first place leaderboard grabs. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and peace.